They are committed to updating this game repeatedly, and I am very excited to see where this game ends up going in the future because it's already phenomenal, and I can't wait to see how much better it gets. Salutations and good morrow, everyone, and welcome back to another Hytale update video, where today we're going to be talking through the latest patch that came out on January 17th for Hytale, aka update number 1. So it says, welcome to the first Hytale update. Today we are releasing new content alongside a range of fixes and quality of life improvements. We are committed to maintaining a rapid patching cadence to address issues and improve the game as quickly as possible. So this is going to be broken down into multiple sections, including worlds and environment, bugs fixed, things that were added, stuff like that. And I plan on going through and covering all these patches that are going to be going through going forward. So let's hop in and let's talk about it. So first things first, guys, is world and environment. Added dinosaurs and other NPCs to populate the underground jungles. There are currently unused placeholder behaviors and are work in progress. Note, these new NPCs require a change to the environment in the biome, so you will need to generate new unexplored areas to see them. Devastated land sewers now have proper atmospheric effects and creature spawns. Areas beneath volcanoes now use volcanic environment effects. Fixed entity placements, textures, and interiors in Farron villages, and removed the invisible filler block behind the bench in the Forgotten Temple. So that is everything for world and environment. Going on to NPCs and creatures, they added knockback resistance to NPCs that previously did not have it. Fire-themed NPCs and creatures should now be immune to fire damage, however they still catch on fire for now. The Earth Crystal Golem combat behavior and spin attack have been improved. Skeletons should no longer take drowning damage. Quebec should now be immune to environmental damage caused by cactus and brambles. Replace Torque Shaman placeholder Shaman animation. Added proper loot tables for Quebecs and Torques in the Whisperfrost frontiers. Livestock should no longer climb on top of the chicken coop, and cautious wildlife predators such as foxes should no longer engage players unless attacked. So that's everything for NPCs and creatures. Going into crafting items and farming, this is where we start getting into the meat and potatoes. The backpack and its upgrades are now easier to obtain. Base backpack now requires a tier 1 workbench, down from tier 2. Base backpack cost reduced to 8 medium leather, down from 16. Upgrade of the backpack for the first time now requires a tier 2 workbench, down from tier 3. Light, medium, and heavy hide now takes 10 less seconds to process into leather. Crafting benches can now pull materials from chests within 14 horizontally, up from 7, and 6 blocks vertically, up from 4. Processing benches now display item tooltips in the upgrade requirements panel. All raw fruits and vegetables should now only grant health regen 1. Cooking them grants additional benefits. Dropped items should no longer get stuck in the sides of blocks. Torches and other handheld light sources can now be placed on the ground when equipped using the utility slot while wielding a pickaxe or a hatchet. Pickaxes and hatchets now only swing when using the primary action. Corn now gives 1 essence of life instead of 4 when engaged in the farming bench, as it was previously misconfigured, making it better than the higher tier crops. Fully grown cauliflower and pumpkin no longer drop regular seeds when broken by hand or with a tool. Fully grown eternal crops no longer drop eternal seeds when broken by hand or with any tool. Wood logs now display their respective wood type. Example, oak log will display hardwood in its tooltip. When a crafting recipe previously required and type of trunk is now displayed correctly as log instead of example hardwood trunk, it is now displayed as hardwood log in the recipe requirements. For crafting recipe requirements, a specific log type such as hardwood, the tooltip now displays which trees can drop that type of log. Example, softwood log displays banyan, beech, and aspen in its tooltip. And then finally, woodcutter's block no longer displays as dev item quantity and will no longer have its unused processing bench interaction. It is now a decorative furniture block that can also be crafted in the furniture bench. Guys, so that's everything for crafting and items and farming. Now we have a couple audio and visual effects before we get into UI performance and quality of life. Audio and visual, we have a new hit and break sounds for stone, new hit and break sounds for ores with additional layered effects. Horses now properly play running sounds while mounted. Torch burn loop replaced with softer ambient sound, adjusted volumes for cocoon breaking, piglet, and warthog sounds, reduced pitch variations on sword swings, added new ore breaking particles, added fruit eating particles, more to come later for other food types. A new particle effect now appears above NPC's head when absorbing their memory. Updated health potion visual effects with new glitter, glow, and spiral particles. Fix the rope offset when held in hand, and fixed hand positioning for various plants, flowers, and foliage. So, with that aside, now we have UI performance and quality of life. You can now sleep starting at 7:30 p.m. instead of 9:30 p.m. Added an additional information panel explaining the memory system when interacting with the Heart of Orbis for the first time. Can be viewed again by clicking the question mark in the top corner of the Memories UI. Toggle full screen, switch HUD, and take screenshot can no longer be bound to mouse buttons. The full game now warns when launching pre-release versions or opening worlds from different versions. Field of view while sprinting is now limited to 160 degrees to prevent hyperdrive effect. Canceling land server discovery now works correctly, and the interaction system now handles server lag spikes better. So that's everything for UI performance and quality of life. Now we have a couple things for character customization, combat and balance, and commands in server. So first things first, character customization. New eye types: cat eye, demonic eyes, goat eye, and reptile eye. New mouth types: large mouth, tiny lips. New hair color: lavender. Reworked bangs hairstyle and bright and dark brown color, and feather bound hood is now correctly showing the supporter edition. Combat and balance: weapon attacks should now check for line of sight. The regular burn effect now generally deals less damage. Burn applied by lava remains unchanged. Cactus and brambles now deal the environmental damage type. Commands and server: fixed argument order for teleport commands, TP player to target player. Give command now supports specifically item durability. Whitelist or ban commands now support both online users and offline UUIDs. The server now uses bottleneck bandwidth and round-trip propagation time, BBR, congestion control for QUIC. Improved authentication for session token error handling. Tongue-tied on that one. All right, so we have some bug fixes and some stability. Fix the misconfiguration that allowed weapon charge attacks to not consume stamina correctly when swapping to another hotbar slot at the right time. Fix signature ready sound playing incorrectly in adventure mode. Fix regular expression parsing in /replace command. Fixed an issue where signature attacks could be used without a signature energy. Fix some items allowing longer interaction ranges than intended. Fix fluid flow behavior when stacking water sources. Fix the crash when using non-English folder names for screenshots. Fix crash when selecting certain hairstyles with variants. Fix crash caused by corrupt cached avatar previews. Fix the crash when the memories plugin fails to load. Fixed an issue where the rewards from restoring memories were granted too early and did not match to the correct number of memories required. Fixed waiting for chunks taking too long at less than 128 view distance. Fixed crash when updating player model. Fix localization loop affecting Norwegian language users. Fix race condition in instance teleport for caused entity removal and re-add issues. Fix session refresh for single player servers, and fixed various issues with crop growth and certain crops like tomatoes would not grow correctly. Chunks now saved when farming block updates. And finally, we have extras. Paw prints. But guys, that's everything that happened in the latest Hytale patch. Now, there is even more that's going to be coming here very soon. They are committed to updating this game repeatedly, and I am very excited to see where this game ends up going in the future because it's already phenomenal, and I can't wait to see how much better it gets. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. Thank you all so much, and as always, we'll see all of you guys in the next one.